Hi, Desai from Groovy Entertainment. Today video is talking about the different edits of my videos. Like you might see uncut, cut, unedit, and edit. Now, uncut means that the video was making no money. The company got the money. Like Walt Disney, European Records, or any group that's inside the audio. And then sometimes there's only four versions you'll see. Cut mean I was able to cut out the stuff, and that means I can make money off the video. Unedit and edit means it's the same video, but I had to change the music inside the videos. Like mostly silent cartoons or movies, like Philip the Cat. That had two versions, edit and an unedit. The edit just had different music because I was a silent show. That music was copyrighted. So I changed it, and then the unedit is the original music that went through it. And it means the same thing. This means that unedit means no money. The edit means I get to make money every time you watch the video or anybody watch the video. And then something new been popping up that this only book I can talk about. Now, this book, Santa Claus Comes to Town from 1983 or 85, no, 85. Now, this had two cuts, the uncut and the cut. Now, the uncut had all the Christmas songs going through it. And the cut version had no Christmas songs going through it. But with this one, the company, European Record, let's had said, I'll share the money with you. So I'll take my cut and you can have your cut also. That's very good because we both make money. You both get to see the film. Or hear yeah, in my case, you get to see the film, the video. Now the uncut version, he gets all the money. So in a sense, he gets money twice. I only get half of the money the second time around, but that's the only way I can make money. And you're gonna see a lot of that stuff now. If you don't see any cuts, that means that means two things. That means I ain't making a dime off the video, or I am making a dime, but I couldn't cut the film, so there's no cut to it. So it's a regular film, and 50-50 chance that I'll be making something, or 50-50 chance I won't be making a dime. But I couldn't do anything about it, so I just leave it the way it is. So if you don't see anything that said uncut, yeah, if you don't see anything with uncut, cut, and all that stuff, that means it's up in the air what I'm getting. Most of the time, I am making money off the videos. The other bunch of times, I ain't making a dime, and I'm okay with that. Because, like I said, my channel is a memory channel. That means it's all for you guys who remember this stuff. You having your childhood back, and you get to enjoy stuff that hadn't been heard for. Like this book's gonna be 40 years old next year. So this book hadn't been heard in 40 years. Some stuff I have that hadn't been heard in 60 years or 50 years. So mostly I'm just bringing stuff to you guys so you can live your childhood over again. And surprisingly, since I got my second channel monetized, that channel is doing real good. That channel making more money than this channel had ever did, and I've been on it, and I got monetized back in July, and it takes me about every other month to get a check. But the second channel, the way it's going, I'm going to be getting a check every month from YouTube. I won't have to wait every other month because YouTube only pays you when you hit $100, $100 or more. So this channel only got to 100 the second month. So I got paid every other month. The first channel, and I was monetized back in November, kind of late November. That channel already made $100, $128. So next month, I'll be getting a paycheck from that channel. And I think I'll be getting double paychecks now because this channel hit 100 also for the first time in 1 month. So I'll be getting two checks in one. And that means this channel will get double stuff in it. I get to dig deeper to try to get more stuff for this channel and more technology. Because as you see, lately, I think I got that speaker for, yeah, I got the speaker back in the summertime. So this so far been making my videos sound 100% better than they had ever sounded. If you remember, my videos sounded crappy, but I had no choice. Then I got a speaker that was making noise. It was like a water speaker. So you played music, you played some stuff through it, and it had that water sound. Of course, that broken, so it didn't really work anymore. So I got a new speaker, and this thing sounds wonderful. Now, it depends on what the sound I got is. Like one of the videos I did, what was that video? I think it was either My Little Pony. I think it was that cassette tape was broken to begin with. I had to take that thing apart, put it back together again, and then the tape started working. But the sound wasn't that great. But I was just happy that the thing played. And then right at the end, the very tip of the cassette player, the cassette stopped working. But we played the whole thing, so I didn't care. Now that tape is in good shape still. If you want to go fix it again, or like Popeye, Popeye don't got crazy sound going through it. Popeye is loud as can be, but the other characters are not loud. And I can't help that. This thing can't fix that problem. That was made in '77, and I'm guessing either the record players back then wasn't that good to begin with, so it didn't sound that bad almost 50 years ago. And I'm playing it nowadays. The Star Trek episode, or when I do get to the Star Trek stuff, that stuff sounds terrible. You can't hear anybody except one or two people. I don't know why. Something that they did back in the '70s that I can't fix. So any money I do get for the channel, any money I get from the channel goes back into the channel, either in good technology stuff, sound, maybe a good camera. The way I am cheap, it ain't gonna be that much money to get better quality pictures, or to get more stuff for the channel, like books on tapes of records. And if I already had a lot of money and people who love to read, I would have them read for me. That's kind of tough. People, the people I know are too far to get them the book I want to read and then have them send it back to me. It would cost me too much money to even mail the book to them. But I do got one person that is willing to. That book is terrible. Is I got one person that is willing to read some of the stuff I can't read, and that will be my mother. So my mother said that she'd be willing to read some stories for the channel. So you might hear a different voice next year. I don't know when next year, but you will be hearing another person read books off, and it will sound even more wonderful than me reading. Because as you can see, a lot of the books I do read perfect, or perfect enough. But some of the books I don't read that great at all. And I'm surprised you guys don't mind the way I read. And if you don't like the way I read, you can leave it in the comments because I don't care about criticizing. You can say anything you want about me. I know I can't read great. And some of them books I am reading, I never saw the movie. So I have no clue what the names are in half them books. And I'm not good at saying names, so I just skip over the names. I mostly skip or change the character name. And you saw in the day book, Monster Inc. I never saw the movie in my life. This was my first time seeing the movie. And I heard about the movie. And they used to show TV commercials or movie commercial about the movie that was coming out. But I never seen the movie ever, so I had no clue what that movie was about. Or like the Wally, I think it was. I never heard that movie ever. I don't even think I seen trailers of that movie. So I had no clue what that movie was about. So if I didn't read some of the characters' name right, all the all the card books. I never seen the movie. I seen the trailers when they used to show them on TV. So a lot of these books I never heard of. So I'm reading these books for the first time. Like we watching a brand new movie. Now the Lion King I saw 100 times when I was little. When it first came out to theaters, I was there at the theaters watching it on the big screen, and then I saw it 100 times on TV because I had a little cousin at the time, and they just wanted to watch that thing over and over and over. And I wasn't too crazy about the movie, and I only read the books because of the new Lion King that was coming out. And we do got one Lion King book left. It's on the Christmas set collection. It don't look like a Christmas story, but we'll find out tomorrow when I put it on the channel. I'll hear about it tonight. I have to record it ahead of time. And this ain't a two-part episode. Now the request you asked for, a lot of you guys do request a lot of stuff, and I'm okay with that to a point. But some of your requested are kind of too high, and if they're too high, you will never see it on the channel unless you donate to the channel. Most likely, if you donate to the channel, you will get your request faster and quicker because then I'll be the four deck that request you did. But most likely, I don't I don't spend much on these things. I might like this thing. It didn't cost that much. It cost like boy $7.99. But because there were two books in this thing, I got the thing to $9. Now $9 ain't bad because I had two books in here. I had Santa Claus Come to Town and The Night Before Christmas. So it was two in one. So that was a cheap price. But if it's just one book on record or a book on tape, I'm not gonna pay no more than $10 for it. Because I'm only gonna read them books one time. Now I just throw it into a container and never see it again. So if your book go over 10, you never see it. Now you might like people do see their requests. Like three people saw the request, and it took them a long time. It took them like 3 or 4 years for me to get their request because the book went down dirt cheap. Or when I did that Sesame Street marathon, and half of them people had asked for this story 4 years ago, oh, back in 2020 when I first started my channel, and it took them 4 years to see their request. So, and that because that Sesame Street thing, it was a lot. It had 10 books in it. 10 books for $15. That's a good buy. But with this one book, you have to wait a long time if it costs over 10. So, and then I'm gonna make another video talking about. I know a lot of people have been asking if they can buy my audiobooks. And I say sure, I don't need them. Once I'm done playing them and hoping now that I'm doing one at a time next year or this year also, so nothing will get deleted no more. So I won't need these books ever again. Once I'm done playing them and you hear them on the channel, I'm done with the book. I don't need it. Most likely, if nobody buy these things, it will go to donation. Goodwill, I don't know, Goodwill and Savers get these things, and then people will get these things dirt cheap. And most likely, I don't know what's gonna happen to them. They buy a whole handful and oversells them. At that point, I can care less. Because once I'm done playing them, they can go anywhere they want. But I'm gonna make a video talking about prices and stuff. If you guys really want to buy like this book on tape, you can buy this book on tape from me, and I'll leave a price in my next video if I can make it today or tomorrow. And you can see I'm looking like an old VCR tape because the sun might be bright, might get a little cloudy because it gets dark around here about 4 o'clock. So I have to film between morning time up until 2 or 2:30 before the sun goes down on me. And you can see I got that VCR old camcorder look, and I know because my channel is a retro channel. This doesn't matter. It's like when you buy a Blu-ray and people complain about grains. I don't complain about the grains as long as it's not over grainy. Again, that's a terrible film. Why would you want to buy a Blu-ray that looks like a DVD or a VCR player? So I'm looking like that right now. So I might have to do tomorrow to the price video tomorrow. It'll be nice and clear. And that'll be a short, long video. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a good every day with another video coming out real soon.